One of the things that really comes to mind with me is collaboration within the students, is learning to work together in groups, because that's something they're going to need to do in college and also in their career. Is they have to collaborate. Our society is no longer isolated, and so they have to be able to communicate with each other, to collaborate, and also to problem solve. So we try to tie those things into things that would be relevant within our classroom, but also how they'll be used later.
My daughter over at Irwin, she's working on a group project right now, and she said to me, she goes, no one's helping. She's like, everyone just goes, this is what we want to do. And she's like, but no one's like taking care of it. And I was like, well, Caitlin, then you kind of have to step up and be a leader. I was trying to explain to her, and then she said, I just wish we could do it like Seth School, because she's come to some of the things, and she's like, I wish we could do it like Seth Schools, because everyone knows what they're doing. And she's like, my group doesn't know what they're doing. And she was frustrated because she wanted, you know, her group to do really well, but she said it was just so disorganized. And so think about it. My son works with all these kids right now, and when he gets older into 5th grade like her, he's going to know how to work with kids and for the future and for college, for all that stuff.
Critical thinking. When I was going to school, we just learned, which I'm not knocking it, we just learned the sentences. You know, we just learned to pass the test. But here at Hampton, they're learning critical thinking. And it's amazing at the young age that the kids are learning to think and think outside the box.
You have to get it in their head immediately that you're going to college and you're going to be successful and you can do it. And I think that starts from the time they are, you know, crawling, basically. I mean, I know it from my own experience. I talk to my own child about that. By the time they come to pre-K, you know, it's time. We're talking about college, we're talking about your future and what you want to be when you grow up. Again, in our study right now of buildings, we're talking about architecture, design of buildings, and all the jobs that go along with that. So if you want to have a good job when you grow up, you know, let's get you in college and let's get you working with your peers and coming together for, you know, a common goal.
I think for me, the things about this school that I think are great looking towards the future are things like collaboration and taking things that, you know, they're learning in science and social studies and math and bringing them together for a project where they're working with kids that aren't specifically in their class but maybe in a different neighborhood, and they're having to do public speaking in 1st grade to present something. And to me, that is just preparing them so that in the future they're not afraid to get up in front of a group and speak because they've been doing it since kindergarten. Those are the kinds of things that I think are great, and again, more tangible for me, looking forward to how this type of learning is going to affect and help my children.